Anderson, Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. And off we go here from Mile High. From the 6, here comes a return. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Right to the air goes Lawrence. That's complete. He finds Brian Thomas. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. And a
He'll fake it to Tinton. Now it's Lawrence. He'll tuck it and take off. And that's a good positive run. Give him 6 on that 1st down scramble. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Broncos' 39-yard line.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. Forced out wide. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Over the middle, it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Jones. And the Broncos are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Jelani Tavai there on the tackle.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Klubnik. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
3rd down
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
3rd and 7. Klubnik. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. 4 catches for him in the opener. And the first one of this one gets a 1st down.
Every staff in the league that understands that we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted. The ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
That is over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jarrian Jones. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. We're going to run it, and this is LaQuint Allen. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
Brought down at the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Conte jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
He tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted.
Lawrence's pass. Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Klubnik now from the gun. There's a short one taken by Ingram. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Jaguars' 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here is Klubnik. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 2.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
They'll run. It's the man from Virginia Tech, Paschal Tootin. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
4-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd
and we're not going to have another snap here. First quarter will come to an end. The Jaguars with the ball as quarter number 2 begins. They've got a 2nd and 8 coming up. And the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. Well, that's certainly a way to break a 0-0 ball game. A safety, first points on the board, and the lead is now the bizarre score of 2-0.
Well, Mike, I don't think anybody had that on their bingo card. I mean, for a safety to be the first points of a ball game is pretty uncommon, but a great job there by the defense, capitalizing on the field position and coming away with the 2.
It's a foot race, and he will dive into the end zone. One play, 80 yards. Touchdown, Denver. Will Lutz now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Broncos will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9.
Jaguars nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. In the pistol, here's Lawrence. There's a short one. He's got Strange. Up around the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of
First
10.
catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Lawrence going to give it to Tootin. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Second down, Lawrence. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Out to his right. Taking off. He'll try to get there. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Rolling right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he... They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I return to Denver after this. See what they have for 2nd and 10. Throwing is Lawrence. Flush to his right. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Travis Hunter was the intended target. Third down coming up. Lawrence now. Forced to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run. Trevor Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars will cut it to a 2-point lead.
Cam Little, the kickoff for the Jaguars.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
At the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down and 3. From the shotgun, it's Klubnik. This one complete to Sutton. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the 1st down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
3rd and a yard for Klubnik. Sending it deep for Waddle. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
He'll go. Here's Klubnik. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. On the give, it's Tootin. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
The tackle by Talanoa Ufanga. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Lawrence. Moving outside the pocket. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be...
Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And he's going to go out of bounds, but a very nice return up past the 35-yard line.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now Klubnik exiting the pocket right. This one not quite on target. Let him too much. That one falls incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And that will lead to a second down.
It's a great example of why the premium players in this league on defense, Mike, they're the guys that impact the passing game, whether that's defensive backs or guys that can defend at a high level, but especially pass rushers, because even though he doesn't get the sack, it's the pressure that leads to the bad throw that leads to the incompletion.
We have hit halftime. We're going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40-yard line. Klubnik gonna throw on first down. That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. And he's not gonna get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 9. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And 9 yards.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
To the air is Klubnik on third down. Contact as he delivered it there, and the pass is incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find the throwing lane, and it sets up fourth down. Crawshaw on to punt. The kick is away. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. They go play action. Oh, a loose football. One of his teammates there to take it back in. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line. Lawrence now on second down. The outside caught by Neighbors. He's to the 40. Malik Neighbors moving inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 93 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Jaguars will up the lead to 5.
Jaguars 14, Broncos 9. Cam Little, the kickoff for the Jaguars.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On first and 10, it is Klubnik. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it's going to be third down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. They'll indeed go, and it's Klubnik. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked up by Foye Oluokun. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Run out of the gun, and it's Cheaton. Oh, what an effort from the defense. They forced their way in there and skipped the stop and a loss of about 2 yards.
A loss of 2.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
In motion is Hunter. Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Flush to his right. He'll try to run for it.
That's a really good effort on third down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for the first.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. And he's not going to get there. A couple of yards short. And this is going to be a turnover on down.
You know, Mike, sometimes when you get all these big bodies in there and you're trying to find space, there's just no space to be had. Here, they try to go with their fullback, and he just runs into a wall of backs. Great job here by the defense. Critical fourth down stop.
They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss of 8
Well, they
yards.
try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
That's caught left side by Ingram. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. Big play coming up. This is third down. Looking to throw is Klubnik. Sending it deep for Waddle. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down.
Travis Hunter.
Here's Klubnik. That's going to be caught, and that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a fourth down, fourth quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs. In motion comes Thomas. They'll fake it to Tootin. Now it's Lawrence. To the left side, that is caught by Sadiq. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Now second down throw for Lawrence. Right back to Sadiq again. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Now, breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Now here's Lawrence. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
And at this stage of the game, every first down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get...
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Little on now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jaguars will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Broncos 9. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up for first and 10. On the give, it's Harvey. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's second down. They'll drop to throw. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. He's got it!
was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Lutz for the extra point. It's up and good. Broncos have cut the deficit to 5.
21. Broncos 16.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
In motion comes Thomas. This drive begins with a run by Tootin. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drops for the loss of a yard.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
Now Lawrence on the bootleg. Moving to his right. That one thrown on the run, but the receiver had to reach back, couldn't bring it in, and it is incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
And the Jaguars 1st down.
On the ground, here's Tootin. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 41-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Right back to Tootin. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll run here with Allen. And he's not going to get the 1st down. They met him, brought him down the backfield on 3rd and short. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd.
For the field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
You know, we just see week in and week out, these kicks almost just become like pedestrian. They're just ho-hum, what's another 50-yarder, 60-yarder? These guys are just incredible. And then you factor in the pressure, the moment of the game. These kickers, I don't think NFL kicking has ever been better.
On the return, here's Mims. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Now flags fly. Looked like someone got going early, and it's going to turn into 1st and 15. Awful time to get a penalty. Now 1st and 15. Working out of the gun, it's Knicks. Now a shot here, deep middle. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
His pass.
Well, it's safe to say this offense now is entering desperation mode. They have such a long way to go with such little time to do it. You're thinking chunk plays, get out of bounds. You have to stop the clock and continue to pick up as much yardage as you can to, at the very least, be in position to take one Hail Mary shot to the end zone.
He's going to try it here again. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. Here's a big one. This third down. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it is a win for our visitors, the Jaguars. They get the victory here, away from home, to run their early season record to 2-0. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.
Ey, Titi me preguntó si tengo muchas novias. Muchas novias. Hoy tengo a una, mañana a otra. Ey, pero no hay boda. Titi me preguntó si tengo muchas novias. Muchas novias. Hoy tengo a una, mañana a otra. Me las voy a llevar a todas pa' un VIP, un VIP. Ey, saluden a Titi, vamos a tirarnos un selfie. 6 chis, ey, que sonrían las que ya le... Un VIP, un VIP. Ey, saluden a Titi, vamos a tirarnos un selfie. 6 chis, que sonrían las que ya se olvidaron de mí. Me gustan mucho las Gabriela, las Patricia, las Nicole, la Sofía. Mi primera novia en Kinder María y mi primer amor se llamaba Talía. Tengo una colombiana que me escribe todos los días y una mexicana que ni yo sabía. Otra en San Antonio que me quiere todavía y las de PR que toditas son mías. Una dominicana que juega bombón, uva bombón. La de Barcelona que vino en avión y dice que mi dejo que jueguen con mi corazón. Quisiera mudarme con todas por una mansión. El día que me case te envío la invitación, muchacho, deja eso. Ey, Titi me preguntó si tengo muchas novias. Muchas novias, hoy tengo una, mañana otra. Ey, pero no hay boda. Titi me preguntó si tengo muchas novias. Ey, muchas novias, hoy tengo una, mañana otra. Titi me preguntó.
Muchacho, ¿y para qué tú quieres tanta